Hello my otaku friends, my name is Prof Otaku and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a huge box from RightStuf and we are going to do a manga unboxing of some absolutely great series. I can't wait. Let's get started. So as I get started opening this package, I got this from RightStuf, and you know, it was funny, it shipped out on January 22nd, and it got stuck at one of the regional mail places for like 2.5 weeks. I found out that with media mail, if the box is heavier than 10 pounds, they have to sort it by hand, so it doesn't go through the automatic processor. So yeah, that's what made it kind of wait around for a bit. So as you know from RightStuf, they have phenomenal packaging as always. So let's pull this wrapping paper off and see what we've got. And as you can see, we've got a lot of manga to get through. So let's take a look at the first one. So the first series I got here is Blood on the Tracks Volume 4. Oshimi's just twisted mind, and with the boy and the mom, this is really starting to pick up. Every volume just gets more and more messed up, and Volume 3 kind of really left on a cliffhanger. So I'm super excited to get into this. It's going to be one of the first things that I read. So next up here is Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. This is Volume 5. You know, when I first started reading this, I couldn't really get into it. This is basically about this girl right here, and she's kind of a bully, and she kind of bullies this kind of nerdy boy, and then it's like a rom-com thing. So then obviously she develops feelings for this nerd, but like her attitude is just one of a teasing nature. So she always just kind of picks on this boy, and the boy is very shy and reserved. So he's, you know, he just reciprocates the abuse or whatever. But the first volume, I couldn't really get into it, but then I was like, you know what, let me try to give it another chance. And it's one of my favorite series right now in terms of rom-coms. It's super, super funny. If you just dropped it off for any sort of reason, I definitely recommend you get back on the train. It's very, very good. As you can see, the artwork is awesome. This is a vertical release, so they're a little bit more expensive, and as you can see, they're actually very small volumes. But with that being said, it is a very good read. I am enjoying it so far. I can't wait to get into this one. So next up is Kaguyasama Love is War, Volume 18. So this series is very interesting. It's actually been a long time since I've read it. I think like 3 or 4 months since the last volume came out. But this is a very, very popular anime. I've heard is absolutely phenomenal. The humor, the side characters make this story. If you're looking for a very strong school romantic comedy, this is a great one for you. It's a lot of fun to read. Very different storylines, very humorous chapters. So yeah, I really enjoy this a lot. So obviously I keep collecting it. So yeah, Volume 18, Kaguyasama Love is War. So next up in this box is Joramia. This is Volume 11, Volume 12, Volume 13, and Volume 14. So this is off of the RightStuf winter sale, and so I've got the rest of them coming in. I don't know too much about the series. The only thing I know is that there's an anime that just got released that's super, super popular on Funimation right now. And I think what it's about is about a boy who acts kind of like a nerd at school, but he's like a super delinquent outside of school. And then this girl who seems super well off in school, but then her home life is like not so good. I think that's what it's about. I'm going into this very blind. I've heard great things about it. I'm a sucker for rom-coms, so you know, this time when I saw this on sale, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it because I've heard such great things about it. So yeah, I'm excited to get the rest of these. Obviously I can't read it because I've got the back half of the series, so I need to get the front half, so we'll just have to wait on this one. Next up is yet another rom-com series. I have to just change my channel to something rom-com at this point, but Fly Me to the Moon, Volume 3. I've had this one hostage forever. I've been reading this since it's been released. Every time it comes out, one of the first things that I read. I will leave a little card up in the upper whatever corner. I did a review on this series itself, or my first impressions of it. One of my favorite rom-com series. I absolutely love the art. Very relatable story, and it's very, very humorous with some supernatural twists in there. So yeah, very, very cool. And I've been enjoying every single volume that I've read so far. So yeah, Fly Me to the Moon, Volume 3. And look at that cover. Look at those colors. That is just absolutely dope. So yeah, I can't wait to read this one. So next up is Moriarty the Patriot, Volume 2. The most surprising Volume 1 that I've read in Shonen Jump stuff, in terms of recent months. The first volume of this was absolutely fantastic. To see Moriarty and his thought process, and Moriarty is the rival of Sherlock Holmes, but this is Moriarty's story before he meets Sherlock, and it is just so interesting. The artwork is really, really good. The storylines are awesome, super dramatic. The personality of the characters are really strong in this one. I'm very much enjoying this. This is one of the ones I've been waiting for the most. So Moriarty, Volume 2, can't wait to read it. So we're going to jump through a couple of different series here. This is HighQ, Volume 42. I have read all of this on the Shonen Jump app. I couldn't wait. I just couldn't. I needed to see how this ended. We had just finished the spring tournament arc, and it was going into the final arc. This goes into the final arc of the series. This was a absolutely phenomenal series. Top 5 series for me. If you're looking for a sports manga, you have to get this one. You know, with Slam Dunk being as out of stock as it is right now, you know, this is going to be a great one for you to get your hands on. So yeah, Volume 42 of HighQ, and we've got Promise Neverland, Volume 18. I have not started this one yet. Basically, what just ended up happening, I got a big used lot of this, and then I just kept picking it up, and then I just kept getting pushed back on my backlog. So I'm hoping to read this up to Volume 18 before the next volume comes out, and then read the rest of it on the Shonen Jump app. Either that, or I'm going to decide to just wait. It's almost done anyway. Volume 20 is the last one, and then I can just binge the whole thing. So I haven't really decided yet, but yeah, Volume 18, Promise Neverland. I've heard great things about this. The next set of volumes is Laid Back Camp. This is Volume 9, and Volume 7, and Volume 8, and so this is kind of how they look, how their spines look here. These are really small. They're very similar to the Don't Toy With Me Miss Nagatoro, kind of the vertical. Got some damage. This is the first kind of damaged volumes that I see. I don't know if it's going to focus here, but you've got some very discouraging spine damage here. But I find it's only with these Laid Back Camp volumes, these matte finish volumes are the only ones that get it. But this series has been one of the biggest surprises for me in 2020. I love putting the soundtrack on my TV, sitting down and reading about some camping. I have talked high praises about this series in the past in my reading logs and my other hauls. I just can't get enough of it. So this puts me up to date. Can't wait to binge through these. So yeah, let me know if you've read through this. You know, let's sing our praises together about Laid Back Camp. Definitely surprising, but one of my favorite reads for sure. Alright, some more Shonen Jump titles to get through. We've got Dr. Stone, Volume 15. Look at that cover. That is just so sick. And Black Clover, Volume 24. I have kept up to date with these for a long time now. Both of these series are absolutely fantastic. I think in terms of Shonen Jump artwork, they just blow me away. Dr. Stone especially is just some of my favorite artwork out there right now. Black Clover's storyline is just absolutely fantastic. I love the guilds, I love the characters, I love the magic system. It's so well done. Very underrated series for Shonen Jump. A lot of people just for some reason turn their shoulder against these, but I really love both of them. I always can't wait to read these volumes when they come out. So yeah, Dr. Stone Volume 15, Black Clover Volume 24. So the next volume is Quintessential Quintuplets, Volume 12. We're almost done. We've got this one and 2 more, and then that's it. So who is he gonna pick? What is the ending gonna be like? I heard it was unsatisfying. I'm a little nervous, but this is ramping up. It's a great harem series. If you're looking to get into that genre for the first time, this is very well done, very storyline driven, which I've heard a lot of harems don't do that. So this is just a really great one. So yeah, Quintessential Quintuplets Volume 12. And the next one that we got here is My Youth Romantic Comedy Is Wrong As I Expected, volume 10 and a half. This will be the last one that I pick up for a while. Basically, my decision is I'm gonna read 2 more volumes of this. I think I'm on volume 7 right now. I'm gonna give this 2 more. And I think if I don't like it, I'm gonna drop it because I just have some problems with the pacing. I think this is much better animated. Personally, just some things just kind of drag on. That being said, the characters are great. When the storyline is ramping up, it's a very good storyline. And yeah, it's very humorous at times, very serious. So yeah, overall, it's average for me. Fine. Is it something that I'm gonna keep? I don't know. So check out my Instagram. If I may be selling this on my Instagram. So yeah, check it out. So next up is a new series, a new genre. This is Loner Life in Another World. This is volume 1. And Loner Life in Another World, volume 2. This is released by Catan Books. Never heard of them before. From my knowledge, this is like an RPG manga. So, you know, you've got this main character, he gets thrown into this RPG world and he's trying to survive, and all of I think his classmates just like ditch him, so he's just like a loner basically. And so he's got to survive in this world by himself. Yeah, this is my first kind of dive into the video game-esque manga, like MMORPG thing. So I'm super excited about this. Hopefully it's good. I'm giving it 2 volumes. If it's not, it's going out. So this next series I'm super excited about. This is Life Lessons with Uramaki Onisan. This is a total cover buy for me. I was actually in Books A Million and I just saw this and it was just super colorful, and the main character is somebody who's older, which I always kind of gravitate towards just because, you know, I'm an older person. So from my knowledge of the series, this is about a guy who runs a children's TV show or something like that, I think, and he just like has a bunch of problems or something like that. So I'm super excited. I've heard great things about it. I think Meet the Weeb Family has really great things to say about this. So yeah, I'm super excited. These are big volumes too, very, very big for singles. So price-wise, they're actually very good, very colorful. Love the spines, love the covers. Cannot wait to get into this series for sure. So this next one, I'm currently reading Barakamon, and so this is the Barakamon, I guess volume 19. This is the fan book, and it's kind of a half and half split between, you've got your 4 coma like stories from other like creators and stuff like that want to like write some stuff about Barakamon's world, and then the other half of it is actually really interesting. It's like it's an art book actually, and so it's got like a bunch of different colored you know, pictures and stuff like that, so of the world of Barakamon. I've been absolutely loving this series. It's a great one just to pick up a volume if you want a lighthearted read. The characters all the characters in the village are absolutely phenomenal. The MC is a very deep character who has a lot of passion and has a very interesting backstory, so he's not dull at all. And so this series is just one of my favorite reads so far in 2021. I'm really, really enjoying it, so I'm excited to have this one. This finishes my collection of Barakamon. So alright, next up we got some bigger volume series here. Way of the House Husband, volume 4. This is a great series about a ex-Yakuza person who turns into a house husband, and so he gets into all these little hijinks, like he still acts like a Yakuza, but it's like in normal everyday situations. So like he'll just like have Yakuza reactions to like going to the grocery store or like going to yoga class or, you know, stuff like that. So this started as a webtoon, and obviously it's getting printed by Viz. Very, very funny, super fast read. These are thin volumes, but yeah, all of my friends who have read this and everybody who I've talked to about it really seems to enjoy it. So yeah, Way of the House Husband volume 4. We also have Blue Period volume 2. Volume 1 was one of my favorite volume 1s of 2020. It's about a boy who is painting, or who is kind of like a cool jock in high school, but he doesn't really have any purpose in life. And then one day he finds a piece of art in a classroom, and he decides to join the art club and dive into this world of art. Very informative about art and about how the process happens, and and the MC is a very strong MC, very deep character with a lot of personal problems that we see him go through. So yeah, I've been enjoying this a lot so far. I'm not a big painter, I'm a musician. I'm actually terrible at drawing and painting, but this is actually a really cool series. So only 2 volumes out, so definitely check it out if you're looking for a new series to try out for sure. Alright, next up is Beastars Volume 10. This is a series that I had dropped after Volume 1, and people were just kept raving about it, especially with the anime coming out, and I was like, okay, alright, I'll try it again. And so I haven't gotten back on the train yet. I've got 2 through now 2 through 10 waiting for me to read. In the next 2 months, this is on my read list. I'd love to catch up with this. I heard the thing that actually, the storyline's great, super dark, it's like Zootopia, but like, on like very like just like with like very depressing undertones to it. The thing that threw me off was actually the art. Like a lot of people, I didn't really like the art at all. I couldn't get into it, so that's why I dropped it, because it just bothered me so much compared to, I mean, usually it doesn't, but compared to just, I mean, it really ruined the experience for me. But I've heard that it gets a lot better, the art gets better. So yeah, I've been picking these up. I'm definitely going to be reading this very, very soon. The next, second to last volume I got, Dead Demons Destruction, Volume 9. From what I heard from the Prom G, this is a flashback volume, just like Volume 8. Volume 8 dived more into the supernatural aspect of this story, and so I'm super excited to continue reading that. These are slow releases, but this definitely, I haven't read Goodnight Poon Poon yet, but this is out of all his series that he's done, I think I've read 4 of his series so far. This is my favorite for sure. Very well done, very different than what he's written in the past, but the characters are great. The political tension between the aliens and the humans, it's very interesting. And of course, the artwork, Inuyasana's artwork is top notch. You won't go wrong with it for sure. And last but not least, the Holy Grail. I have been waiting for this volume since Viz released that this was being printed in English. And as you can see from my shelf there in the back, I am a total Urasawa geek. I've got everything I could possibly get my hands on in terms of like printed stuff, even self-prints. I've got the art books, I got everything. I love his stuff. This is Asadora Volume 1. This is his brand new series. I really don't know too much about it. I did talk about it in my manga pre-orders on Pumped For video, which I will link up in the corner somewhere. But this is basically about a girl who gets abducted by these kidnappers, and then a typhoon comes in and into their city, and so the kidnapper and they have to work together to like survive this typhoon. Very weird. It's Urasawa. It's going to be very deep story. I love the old aesthetic art style. I love the colors of this volume. Looks absolutely fantastic. Very clean volume here too. It's actually got, and it's printed with the flap in here too. So these, you know, I didn't know Viz was gonna keep printing them like this, but this is very cool. Like the Pluto type of single. So yeah, Asadora Volume 1. This is being read tonight for sure. So that's it. We got a big box of manga, a wide variety of manga. Like I said, I keep up to date, or I have a lot of ongoing series that I'm reading. So a lot of the stuff that's going to be coming in from RightStuf, anytime I do a RightStuf thing, it's all ongoing stuff. So a lot of different things to read. So I'm super pumped. I've been waiting for this box for like almost a month now, so I just can't wait to dive into it. With that being said, if you enjoyed the content of this video, please hit that like button, tap that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you know when more of my videos come out. And with that being said, my name is Prophet Taku, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.